No, Davey.
What's dangerous is when the universe is
You gotta go
big
on mute for me real quick, Troy.
and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with it. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. You can never force nobody else to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Troy Graham Experience. I am the aforementioned Troy Graham. A little later than usual, but that's all right. We on and we ready. Tonight we have a hot prospect from out of DC, Mr. Troy Isley, aka the next man up.
Yes,
What's up there,
sir. Yes,
Mister?
sir.
What's up, Mister? And well, first of all, he's gonna be great. His name is Troy, so
Yeah,
you know
of
he's gonna
course.
be great. So
Of
how
course.
you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
Just got some late night work in and getting ready. Fine
good.
tuning, getting ready for March 2nd.
Okay, good. So all right, well, so let's get started, man. For those of us who the fans who may or may not know who Troy Isley is, tell us how you got into business and where you from and so forth. Let's start there and then we just bring it back home, okay?
Yeah. No, I'm from Southeast DC, but we moved to Alexandria, Virginia when I was born. And then to get a different life and what I'm saying, get away from the streets of DC. What I'm saying, Alexandria's more positive and it's a good city to make a family and raise a family. Yeah, so we moved to Alexandria. I was getting into a lot of fights. I was a new kid in the neighborhood. I was beating up a lot of people, getting into a lot of fights. And then I played football 3 years. I was good the first 2 years because I still had a kid mindset. Then I guess the third year I started realizing when it was cold, I started realizing like, wow, it was actually cold. So I stopped wanting to play football because I don't like playing in the cold. I don't like being cold. So I stopped playing football. And then my friends in the neighborhood was trying out boxing, and I was like, my dad asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, why not? And my dad walked me in the gym, and they was like, yeah, he could start tomorrow, and it just
How
came
old
from
were you
there.
when that? How old were you when you started fighting, Troy?
I was 8.
Okay.
I was 8. I didn't start fighting until I was 11. Though it was a development process. I wasn't that good in the beginning, so it took some time. It
Okay.
definitely took some time.
Okay. So tell us about your amateur background because I know by reading a little bit of your bio, man, that you're very decorated as an amateur. So what did you
Yeah.
tell us about the amateur background?
So amateurs, 3-time power champion, 2-time ringside, JO 2014 JO national champion, JO Olympic champion, and outstanding fighter, U.S. national 3-time champion, Pan Am bronze medalist, world championship bronze medalist, Stranja silver and bronze medalist 2018, 2019. Chemistry Cup bronze. So I've been all over, with Team USA and definitely. And I went to the 2020 Olympics too. It happened in 2021, but I was on the 2020 Olympic team. I lost, a close decision, 3-2 split to Russia. I felt like I pulled it off, but you know how the amateur system is, and
Yeah.
they gave it to them. So what I'm saying, I just moved on to the pros, and now it's time to get some world titles. But I've done everything as an amateur though.
Okay. Okay. Who'd you fight in the amateurs that we would recognize in the pros right now?
Okay. Well, I fought Amo Williams. I fought Devin Haney. I fought Nikita Abavi. I fought Josue Vargas. Israel Madrimov.
Okay.
Sebastian Fundora. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't I didn't beat
Good.
I didn't beat all them guys.
Oh,
Lorenzo Simpson.
okay. Let's back up and go back to Haney. How much did you weigh when you fought Haney? Because right now you 160, right?
Yeah. I was 110 when I was back in 110. That was before I hit my growth spurt. So I was
Okay. So
110.
what was that around age
That was
12?
2012. 2012.
2012. So that was
That was like 12, 13. Yeah, that was
yeah,
around
12,
12,
13.
13. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so both of y'all were coming up. So basically, he's at 140 right now, but something tells me that he could make like 154, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 So yeah, man, you fought a who's who back in the amateurs, man.
Of course, yeah. Now for all the who's, man.
Yeah. And now, yeah, yeah. Now let's talk about the pros, brother. You're doing your thing at the pros. What are you? You either 12-0
11 and
or you
0.
11-0, right?
About to be 12-0, but I'm 11-0. About to be
Okay.
12
Well,
and
tell
0.
us about that, man. Tell us about that. You have a fight coming up, right?
Yeah. So I got a fight coming up. I got a fight coming up March 2nd against Marcos Hernandez. Coming off, the biggest win of my career against Vladimir Hernandez. Vladimir, he beat J. Rock Williams. He beat Chuck Simpson. He beat a lot of prospects. He beat some world champions. So a lot of people thought he was going to beat me. Thought it was going to be an
Right.
upset,
Right.
but
Right.
I was
Right.
like, not happening.
Tell us
But
about him.
it was
What was his record when he fought you? The last brother you said was your
he
biggest
was
fight.
he was 15-5, 15-5. But his pressure is crazy. Like he don't stop. He coming.
How did the
He
fight
coming.
end?
I won't about decision, but it was a great fight. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. 5-3. It's good. I went 5 rounds to three is good. And hello,
I'm sorry about that, man. I fell
you
off
good?
for a second.
You
Yeah.
good? You good? Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah. It was a unanimous decision, but I won 5 rounds to three. It was a good fight. I feel like the first 5 rounds was mine. And I mean, you could say he won the last three, but I give him round six and round eight. I think I pulled
Okay.
off round seven.
Okay,
I
that's
think I
very
won
honest
it
because
won
most
it
fighters
clear.
don't
Yeah,
do that. Yeah, that's very honest. Most fighters just say, "Well, I won the fight." They don't really break it down
yeah,
like that. They just say, "I
yeah.
won." You said you fight who next?
I'm fighting Marcos Hernandez. He fought Darrell. He been in there with some world champions too. Good name, good
Okay.
name. Solid fighter.
Okay, and what's his record and his skill set?
He's 16-6. 16-6 with three knockouts. But he's a boxer, pure boxer. He's
Yeah,
not
but
he's not
okay.
really a puncher. I'm not gonna sleep on his power, but he's not
He's a
really known
southpaw
for
or
punching.
anything, or he
He
just fight orthodox?
orthodox,
Okay.
orthodox, good left hook.
Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, because honestly, I'm gonna just tell the crowd, we were scheduled to come on 8, but he was still training. So how often do you train and all that?
Well, so I be training. We train at 9 a.m. sometimes, so it depends what we're doing. So it'd be like anytime between like 9 on non-sparring days. So on sparring days we'll train at noon, and then we'll train again at like 5. We'll do like a run or sometimes conditioning at like 5 or 6, and then on this today was a non-sparring day, so we trained at 8:30. We did strength conditioning at 8:30, and then we did a 5 p.m. workout.
Okay.
So that's how we do it on non-sparring days.
Okay. Also, right, I want to shout out, Rick Ross because he's the one that
Yeah,
turned me on to you. So, what's your relationship with Rick Ross before we get into, the other thing, something
Rick
else?
Ross, that's my guy. I met Rick
Hmm.
Ross back in December. He's been nothing but a stand-up guy. He's been doing his best to give me sponsors,
Okay.
give me interviews. He's been doing his best. He's been doing a hell of a job, put me out there. And that's my guy. He a man of his word, and what I'm saying, we solid for sure.
Cool. Cool. And, who are you signed with as far as like your promotion company and all that?
I'm signed with Top Rank Promotion, and I'm with J Prince Management, and
Jay
and Rick
Prince.
Ross is my like marketing manager.
Okay. Cool. Cool. How did you end up meeting Jay Prince, brother?
J Prince found me, but
Okay.
he
He
found
came
me.
to
Yeah,
DC.
he came to a tournament I was fighting at, and
Hmm.
after the tournament, he asked, could he take me and my family out, and took me and my family out, and then a few times I went to Houston.
Hmm.
He showed me around Houston, and what I'm saying, filled him out, and it was cool, and what I'm
Okay.
saying, and we got a
Okay.
good deal going.
Okay. Okay. So you got a chance to meet anybody that we would know, like maybe Andre Ward or anybody else like that.
For sure, yeah. I met Ward. Used to work with Top Rank, so yeah, I met
Excuse me.
Ward. I used to do fighter meetings with Andre Ward, so I've been met
Okay.
Andre. I met Andre Ward. I met Tim Bradley. I used to spar Crawford. I used to spar.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I work two. I'm with BNB right now, but
Okay.
that's who I train with. I train with Bomac and them. But um, Swift Herd. I work with Laura. I work with Jesus Ramos. So I mean, I done been all over.
Okay, you know what, man? You dropped some names that are very, very, very talented fighters. Like, give us a little breakdown of what you would say that Crawford does good. I mean, what are his attributes that actually make him the standout fighter that he is? Because that you sparred him before. So, what do you
It's
see?
been I mean, it's
Mhm.
been a minute, honestly. And the Crawford that for Spence, I don't think I sparred that Crawford. But
Okay.
I mean, he's a hell of a fighter. So I
Okay.
wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to say because it was so long. It was like 2020.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah,
what about Laura? You said you fought Laura. Is he
I
slick like
sparred
that in
Laura.
the? Yeah.
Laura slick. Yeah, Laura slick. He a good boxer. Good little counter puncher. Got some good little tricks.
Hmm.
Got hell of a traps. So yeah, Laura was a good experience too. Ramos, I say brought the best out of me. Ramo pushed me because Ramo just such a like a beast.
Yeah.
So I really gotta like I don't know. I'd be having to turn up when I spar Ramos, but Ramos is probably the toughest one.
Okay. And he said you fought Hurd as well.
I sparred her. Yeah, I sparred her
He
back when
looks
he was.
big, like he's big, big. Is he that big in
Yeah,
person? He looks.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I sparred
Yeah.
him back when he was on top. So I sparred him.
Back when
The
he was
J
a
the J,
champ.
when he was a champ. Yeah, but this is back when I was on Team USA. But I sparred him the J Rock camp, and I worked with him. I worked with him for the Austin Trial camp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because he just looked real big to me for 154. He looked like he could have.
he is. He definitely got 68, 168,
Yeah.
160 type body. Yeah. Pause. But yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about your style and everything that you bring in the ring, because I know your
yeah.
record is what 11-0 with what five? Is it 5 or 6 knockouts?
Four.
Four. Okay, 4 knockouts. So how would you describe your style, brother?
I mean, I just got my style as I'll say pure boxer, but I would say I like to be aggressive
Hmm.
on my front foot. But I mean, I feel like I can do everything. I feel like I just haven't fought the opponents to bring it out.
Okay. 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 Let's talk about. I saw a fight recently with a Teofimo Lopez, right? He fought a
Yeah.
guy who was a mover, and I'm guessing you saw the fight by the way you answered. Tell me what you saw in that fight. What's the one thing he didn't do in that fight?
I mean, he got to work on cutting the ring off because I
Thank
mean, I
you.
think he fought another guy. He fought another guy before he beat Taylor. He fought a guy that was running and moving too. So I would say he just got to learn how to cut the ring off.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you said that. You must have an old school trainer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So who's your trainer? Was he from out of DC as well?
No, I trained with Brian McIntyre and B&B, Terrence
Yeah.
Crawford coach.
Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. So you trained with that whole team.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you're in a good place. Yeah. You're in a damn good place. I'm glad. I'm glad you said that. You're in a good place. So you said you said you haven't gotten the fights that you really want as yet. Name me like 3 fights that you would want, right, like in the near future.
Um, Definitely Shane Mosley Jr.
Really? I've
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. How's he doing? How's Shane Mosley Jr. doing?
he got a belt, WBO belt or something like that. Some ranking belt that I need.
Okay.
But Mosley Jr. Fuck. I would love an Amo Williams.
Okay. Anybody out of DC?
Um, nah, ain't nobody in DC gonna fight me.
Okay, you're that nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So who's the third one? Like if you had a chance right now to fight, let me see if I can pluck a name for you. Uh, I can't. I can't even think of anybody at 160 right now. Okay, yeah. What about no, no, no. He's at 140. Is he at 147 still? What's
Who?
his name? A Mean Machine or something like that. He
Stantionis?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the one that dropped Crawford, and and Crawford got up
Yeah, I
to TJ on him.
mean that's a decent fight, but I feel like he ain't been the same since he fought Crawford. But maybe yeah. I mean him, Tim Zoo.
Okay, so wow, man. I was just trying to think of some names at 160, and I couldn't think of anybody. So you said you have
160
problems
quad,
getting,
man.
huh?
160 quad, man.
Yeah, yeah. So you said you have problems getting
I
fights in the
don't have
DMV.
problems getting fights, but I'm saying like they haven't matched me up with the right opponent to
Okay,
bring out certain styles. You feel me? But I ain't say it's hard for me to get fights because I'm still a prospect.
that's right.
So yeah,
So so yeah. You know, how much say so do you have in who you fight and all that? You know, when you go sit down with
yeah. I mean
your handlers and everything.
they send me the guy. They may send me two or three guys, and I decide from which one. I can say
Okay,
yes or no. It's all up to me.
okay, okay, okay. Now, if you had to think of an old school fighter that was that your style closely resembles, who would you say the old school fighter was?
I would say Marvin Hagler, James Tony.
Ah, that's my man right there. James Tony was you must James Tony's nice. James Tony's
Hmm.
nice. Hagler's great. And James Tony's nice.
Hmm.
So
I said I
yeah,
like to fight
yeah.
on the inside like Tony. I'm slick when I want. I'm not that slick. I showed a little bit of emulations my last fight against Vladimir. A little bit of Philly
Okay,
shell stuff like that with Tony. But for sure, I feel like I got the toughness of Hagler, and I feel
okay.
like I got the persona of Hagler too. I
And
get
the
that
build,
kind of
how tall are you, brother?
overlooked persona.
How
5'10".
tall? Okay, so you about an inch taller than Hagler was. Yeah, Hagler was 5'9".
Yeah.
Hagler was 5'9". So yeah, what does the future look like? After this fight, for you, what's your immediate future after this fight?
So I'm
Or
trying to
or
get
you just focus on the upcoming fight?
get into crack the top 15, top 10.
Hmm.
Get a shot at the title next year.
Okay, okay. Next year, around 225, we're gonna see you fighting at the casino in DC or something. Well, no, no,
Hopefully,
Oxon Hill, right? That's where the casino is.
yeah, MGM. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully I'll sell it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You ever work with anybody, any of them boys? The Russell boys.
yeah. I sparred Russell back in like 2016.
Okay. 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 And I know that you have a special relationship with Chop Chop. Chop Chop. You want to talk about that?
That's my boy. Yeah, Chop Chop.
Yeah.
He helped me develop from shit. He used to bring his son over there to spar me when I was green, and I
Okay.
was shit. He used to bring his son over there. His son used to whoop me and shit like that. But shit, I kept coming back. I ain't
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Chop Chop, that's my guy, man. He watched me develop from nothing
Okay.
and became and be who I am today. So I rock with Chop Chop. That's my dude.
Good man. Good man. You know what? How old are you, brother? If you don't mind me asking, how old are
I'm
you?
25.
Yeah, I was gonna say 26 for some reason, but yeah, 25. 25. You're very focused, man. Seem like you're very focused, got your mind on your business and all that, man. Yeah, man. You're gonna have a bright future ahead of you. Definitely gonna have a bright future ahead of you. I
Thank you,
can see
sir.
you, I can see you, doing something at 160, man, adding some fire to it. Because like you said, it's a quiet, it shouldn't be a quiet division because that's actually
Yeah.
used to be one of the best divisions. It's like one of the if you take welterweight, you take middleweight, and of course heavyweight, everybody always talked about them, right?
Yeah, I feel like Charlo quieted up a little bit with his little 2 year layoff, holding on to the belt. I feel like that kind of quieted the division a little bit.
Let me ask you a question as a fighter, right? Let's just say that you got into it with another fighter and he smacked you in your face in front of your people and everything else. Yeah, wouldn't you want to sign a fight to fight him?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
to see it. I need that smoke. Yeah,
yeah,
ASAP. I would have
yeah,
fought him there, but I need that
yeah.
smoke in the
Nah,
ring.
no, you
I would
got. I
have fought
mean,
him there too, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah,
I
yeah.
would
You
have jumped
definitely
on
want
him
to
there
get your
too.
manhood back.
But
Yeah, because you mentioned
after,
you
but
mentioned
definitely after,
Charlo
yeah, I would have
because
told Al set that right up.
yeah, you mentioned Charlo. And of course, I'm asking the situation for him and Plant, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you saw yeah, we spoke about the Lopez fight, but how'd you feel about what he said after the fight while he was in the ring?
I mean, I feel like if he was with PBC, nobody would really care what he said. But I mean, on
Hmm.
ESPN Top Rank, you know what I'm saying? You can't be saying stuff like that. But at the same time, you can't be saying, suck my, yeah, you can't be saying stuff like that on TV, on national television. that's disrespectful. And you know what I'm saying, people won't want to put their money into you. They won't waste their money or time on you no more of you. You know what I'm saying, being disrespectful to them like that. So
Thank,
yeah, I think you know.
thank you so friggin' much, man. Because you don't know, as a fan, I sat back and I'm like, I would never pay to see that cat fight again. I don't care who the hell he's fighting. You know that? I would never pay to see him fight again. And when you think about this whole Fury thing now, with Usyk, brother, the fact that he got the cut, he was allowed to leave the country.
You like to leave what country?
Saudi Arabia.
I mean, I feel like I feel like it was right to push the fight back. I feel like either Usyk would have took advantage of it, or Fury would have tried to. He would have been, I won't say desperate, but he would have just took more risk earlier than what he should have, because he didn't want the cut opening up, then they got to stop it and stuff like that. So I feel like it was either going to be one of them two happening. But I
Honestly,
like Usyk to win the fight.
me too. Me too. I don't. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't. Yeah, because you know what? I've been saying this to everybody else.
I'm not
What's
high on
Fury's
Fury,
weakness?
bro.
Fury
I'm,
has an Achilles heel. What's his Achilles heel?
I don't really know.
Boxers. Anybody that's a real good boxer, go watch the fight with Stephen Cunningham and see what Stephen Cunningham did to him the first half of the fight. Right? He
Mm-hmm,
was he was outboxing him, and then he dropped him. And he's a
mm-hmm.
cruiserweight.
Yeah,
He's a
I got
cruiser,
Usyk.
huh?
I always had Usyk beating Fury.
Yeah, I'm not a big
People
fan of
talk
either
about
one of
some
them.
Fury a fucking top 10 heavyweight. I'm like, stop that shit, dude. He's not
Yeah,
better than Foreman. He's not better than Ali. He's
I can't stand the comparison when they say that he's the next. I can't stand that. I can't stand that damn comparison because to me personally, because he's tall
those are
and
my
big and he
picks.
moves a little bit, that doesn't mean that he's the next Ali. That just means that he's tall and big and he can move a little bit. It don't mean nothing,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
right. But we don't see a lot of that in this era, so that's why they say he the best, because we don't see a lot of the
Bec- Because you don't have a lot of fighters that are
heavyweights.
schooled a lot. Oh, okay, like you in the gym with like three different trainers, right? Troy, you frozen? Yeah, okay. Troy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
so
was saying
yeah,
like all
so
we see is like super strong heavyweights.
right, right, right.
We
But you
don't
in the
really see
gym
a
with
lot
like,
of
how many trainers are you
boxers.
in the gym with? Like, three different trainers that teach you like three different things?
Yeah, yeah. Three
Yeah,
different
so
things.
yeah, so you were taught the fundamentals and you were taught then one might teach you defense, one might teach you offense, one might teach you, about movement and
Timing,
body shots.
counterpunchers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So one of them is like offense, defense. One of them is like fucking timing and shit like that. And one of them is rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So it's all they all teach one different thing. And then if they see something in sparring, they might be like, "Hey, we got to go fix this." So
Hmm.
one of them might work on that, and then the other two might work on something else that
Yeah,
we need to
see,
work on.
and that's my point. You don't have a lot of you actually blessed. You don't have a lot of fighters that are gaining all that knowledge. That's why, I
Mm-hmm.
can't stand that they throw around the word great so much in this area. How do you feel about that? Everybody that does something is great all of a sudden. Because,
I
greatness doesn't
mean,
come because you do
it
one
is
thing.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't fall into it.
Hmm.
I just stay in my lane, and you know what I'm saying, keep grinding and keep doing my thing. I don't fall into any of that. Oh, he's great. He's this. He's that. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
You just do your thing, and you know what I'm saying. Worry about you, and everything be good.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, brother, maybe in the future, you and Devin could get it on and if he ever moves. I don't see him moving to 160 though. I think he's gonna plateau
I
at
mean, he
maybe
might be at 54, but I mean, I see myself at
I don't even see him going that
168 at the
far, to be honest
highest.
with you. I don't see him going to 154
Yeah,
because those brothers walk around most of the time when they're not training about 25 pounds heavier than that. And I don't think
yeah,
Devin walks around like that. So I can see him going to 147 and chilling there. But,
yeah,
because everybody talking about when he was standing next to Crawford, how big he looked. But, yeah, that don't mean nothing.
yeah. That
That don't
don't.
mean
That
nothing.
don't.
No, it don't. It don't mean
Mm-mm.
nothing, brother. It's the skills you bring in there. It's not It's not the size. Because I'm sure you for people that came in there that had all the muscles in the world, look bigger than you, and they, they got the body beautiful, but they still left with an L, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
all about skills, bro. Because I mean, people are always
definitely.
say, I always hear the critics, "Oh, he's too small for 60," or "I don't hit hard enough." But I ain't worried about none of them. They ain't been in the ring, so who would they know?
Let me tell you, brother. After I got off the phone with Rick, I called you, right?
Yeah,
And then I made a couple of calls on my own. Everybody that I spoke to about you, well, Chop was like, yeah, yeah. Chop was like, yeah, but yeah, yeah. That brother's good. That brother's good. And he told me about you and his son, right?
yeah.
And then I called another brother, Marvin McDowell from out of Baltimore, Umar Boxing.
Mhm.
And he's the one that said, yeah, 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 yeah. He got the goods. He got the goods. He's the next man up. He's the next man up. So like I said, you have a one hell of a future ahead of you, man. You just got to stay focused and do your thing. Like if you had to market yourself to the people right now, like I don't know what you do outside of boxing. Do anything outside of boxing as far as I don't know if you have a business outside of boxing that you do or anything like that.
Nah, I might get into some politics, but nah.
Politics, all right.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. Being
Would
a
you
little
trying to be the mayor of
politician.
DC?
I'm trying to be the mayor of Alexandria, Virginia. But I mean, if I
Okay,
could be the mayor of DC, it's cool. But I really want to be the president.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I want to be the president after
I can
boxing.
see it.
So if you see me
Yeah.
running for office, don't be surprised, and just know you're the
Well, yeah,
first one.
yeah,
You're the
yeah.
first interview person I told that to. So yeah.
Okay. I can see that now. You went from puncher to president. That's all right.
Hmm.
Went from fighter to
Hmm.
president, man. That's a real lofty goal right there, brother. That's a lofty, lofty freaking goal, man. Yeah, you're definitely gonna do some things at 160. I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on you and everything, man. But man, I don't know. Like as far as your division, like if you had a chance to move up, like let's say about 3 years from now, like if you had a chance to move up to 168, and David Benavidez was still there, how would you go about fighting him?
I
This is
mean,
like 3 years from now.
he's good. He's good. He's good at cutting the ring off. You just gotta box him. But I feel like what Caleb Plant did wrong was he just moved too much. He didn't get David Benavidez respect, so he didn't like stay there in spots. Like look at my last fight in UFC. Like I was
Hmm.
moving, but it was spots where I stand there, and boom, 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 like throw combinations, and you know what I'm saying, beat
Right.
him on the inside, boom, 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 tie him up. So I just feel like at spots Caleb could have just let some combinations go on the inside, hit him with some body shots here, slow him down a little bit, let him get some respect. You feel me? But that's what I do. I just box him, but
Okay.
and I wouldn't say fight him in spurts, but get on the inside. Don't be scared to get dirty with him. Don't let
Okay.
him bully you.
Okay. 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 So yeah, yeah, and I know you spoke about your toughest fight, which was your last fight, but what was so tough about that, brother? What did he bring to
Non-stop
what did he
pressure.
bring to the fight? Huh?
Non-stop pressure, non-stop
Oh,
pressure.
okay.
You walking through
Non-stop
whatever, you
pressure.
getting hit, non-stop
Non-stop pressure.
pressure.
So,
When
he
I
made
say
you fight a little
non-stop pressure,
faster
I
than you
mean
wanted to fight?
yeah, he made me fight like an amateur, like throwing a lot of punches. I ain't thrown so many punches in my life. I ain't gonna say throwing so many punches in my life, but I ain't thrown that many punches in a minute. It's been a minute. I
Okay.
was fighting like amateur, yeah. But
Yeah, yeah. So you
in the future, I have to, what I'm saying, work on controlling the pace better and stuff like that. There was stuff I could have did better, like what I'm saying. I could have used my jab more. I could have, went to my left a little more, but I felt like I still did. I felt like I still made it easy when I was doing what I was doing,
that's what I was
in
gonna
my
ask
view.
you. That's what I was gonna ask you, if you were firing that jab, overtime, because you said he pressured you. I figured you
Yeah,
was
he's
firing that jab
southpaw,
overtime and
so
sliding and
the right
everything.
hand, the right hand the key when you fighting southpaw. So honestly, I wasn't. I was using
Mhm.
using my left hand as like a little paw to take away his jab, kind of. I was
Right,
like
sir.
doing this
Yes,
with my
sir.
left
Yeah.
hand to take away his, and then
Hmm.
I was just landing a lot of right hands.
Okay. 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 Yeah. He must have been a strong man if he took him. He was taking him, huh?
He was taking them Jones. Yeah, he was taking them. Yeah, but we expected that. We knew he wasn't going down though. If you look at
Okay.
his fight with J Rock, you look at his fight with anybody else for Angulo. We knew he was going to be a tough, durable opponent. So we wasn't looking for the knockout. We were just looking to get an easy decision.
Okay. How's your body work, man? You know, how would you rate your
My my body work is A1. My punch placement, punch selection. I feel like my body work is top 10. I feel like I get the most credit for a prospect for his body work. Honestly, I feel like
okay. Okay. Good, brother. Because you know what? I got to fight him because you brought up James Tony, right? You said
yeah.
Hagler and James Tony, right? James
Hmm.
Tony said his toughest fight was against Mike McCollum. You know, Mike McCollum, a body snatcher, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite fighters, man. I don't know if you ever have a chance to watch him on film or anything, but check him out, man. That
Nah,
dude is
nah.
nice.
Honestly, my matchmaker with Top Rank Brad compares me to him, Mike McCallum,
Compared you
because
to who?
I'm a body snatcher. He compares me to Mike McCallum. I know about Mike McCallum. I be watching Mike McCallum. I
Okay,
actually
okay.
watched some film on him a few weeks ago. I watched him against the Irish dude, and I watched him against Julian Jackson.
Steve Collins.
Yeah, I watched that fight, and I watched the Julian Jackson
Ju-
fight.
Oh,
So my
okay. So you saw what he did against Julian. He didn't. Yeah, you know when you said the guy was pressuring you, and he was like, Julian was
I
a
ain't run
bona
from him.
fide.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
run from him.
Julian.
You gotta. I mean, you gotta box smart, of course, but at the same time, you
Yes,
gotta get their
yes.
respect and let them know I'm here. So you feel
Mm-hmm.
me? They,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Because Julian was a bona fide
Yeah,
knockout
Julian was
artist.
a
Any place
knockout
he
artist.
hit
Yeah,
you, even if
he
he hit you in
sleep.
your arms or anything, he shut down your nervous system, right? So,
Yeah.
Mike gave him just enough space. He gave him just enough space, and he used that jab of his and kept him in front of him, right?
Hmm.
And you saw what he did after that. He was landing the body shots. Like if you
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
maybe,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, if you watch this, the first round and the second round, we started landing the body shots. Julian was coming up off the canvas, man. That's how hard he was hitting him to the ribs. He was
yeah.
coming up off the canvas a little bit. He was lifting up his feet because Mike was hitting him so hard to the body, right? And then
Hmm.
personally, I thought that fight was stopped a little premature, but Julian did stop punching. So that fight
Yeah, I
was
was about to
stopped.
say, yeah,
That's why
you ain't you the ref, yeah, they say it all the time. You ain't punching, they gonna stop it.
you did
And
daggone
he was
right. You
hurt.
dag
He was hitting them. It was like one little boom, like left hook. I don't know. It was like a right uppercut, left hook. It was vicious
right.
though. It was a mean joint. Yeah. Mike McCallum, nice. I
Yeah,
forgot
he
to
is.
say. I like Mike McCallum too. I would add him as a fighter that I fight. I wouldn't say fight alike because I'm more James Tony and Hag. I'm more go get you type of guys, but I do have a good body attack and a good punch selection, and I feel like my
Okay.
shot placement is good. I be using my eyes, so I feel like my placement is real good.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so as a young hot prospect that's actually in the sport of boxing right now, what do you think boxing needs to do to just get that fire back in the sport? Because it doesn't have that fire like it used to
The
back in the
fighters need to
'90s
fight
and
each
early
other.
2000s. Say that one more
The
time.
fighters need to fight each other.
And how?
The fighters need to
Okay,
fight each other.
okay. Now I got a question directly for you as a fighter. Who actually has control over that more? Is it more so the fighter or the promoter?
The promoter got some say so in it, but I mean the fighters could easily make some of the fight. It's some fighters that's in the same promotion that won't fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So um, fights could be happening. It's just they don't. You know what I'm saying? They looking for a payday or they're not willing to take the risk because they want to keep their O or they want to keep their belt.
And you see, and that's the fool. Okay, I got a question. How many times do you fight a year?
I mean, last year I fought 3 times. The year before that I fought 5 times.
Oh, see? Okay. Say that one more time for me, brother Troy. Say that one more time.
Last year I fought 3 times. The year before that I fought 5 times. And the year before that I fought 3 times. I would have fought more, but I went to the Olympics in between.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, brother. So how come you're not fighting once a year? we
Oh
don't
nah, it
fight.
ain't me. Yeah. Nah, I'm not fighting once a year. Nah, that's dead. I need three. I need at least three.
What is that? Huh?
Yeah, that's PBC. They known for that. But they might fight
That
one time a year, and then the next year they might not even get a fight. So that's PBC. That's another reason why I like Top Rank because
okay.
they keep you active,
Yeah. See, that doesn't make any sense. Now,
and they got a
me,
lot of shows too.
yeah, I'm actually 53, man. I got a son that's 3 years younger than you, and I got a daughter that's about 8 years older than you, right? So I
Hmm.
remember when boxing had a farm system, which was like Friday night fights, Tuesday night fights, and then before your time, was it, Wide World of Sports, right? That's how
Hmm.
guys like your Uncle Chop built himself up, like on Tuesday night fights and on Friday night fights, right? This is
Hmm.
before he got on the Showtime and HBOs. He went through the
Yeah,
farming system.
yeah.
That's what that's something else that boxing needs nowadays too, because we don't really have a farming system. Everybody wants to get on pay-per-view or jump on somebody's app or
Car.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be on the big cars. They don't really want to. They don't want to fight locally.
No, no, no. Because to me personally, you can't sell the fans Martin and Ortiz as a pay-per-view fight.
Hmm.
That ain't no damn pay-per-view fight.
Frank
There's no
Martin and
Luis
who?
Ortiz. Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, no,
That was
you
the
ain't gonna be able to
headliner
sell
for a
that.
pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, I don't know how much money did that make. That probably didn't make that much.
It probably made I don't hold I don't have no idea.
It
Yeah,
probably ain't make that much. Yeah, because
let's,
I didn't even know it was pay per view. But that's crazy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like if you were to put together like a tournament, in your weight class right now, who would you? Let's say you had to pick. Let's say it was a total of 6 fighters.
I mean
Counting yourself, right?
Jennebeck, Charlo, Adames. Um, that's about it at 60, honestly. And
Yeah.
then I mean, I would add. I mean, I would
What if you
add some
get
people from
somebody for 160?
54.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
We got. I already added Jamal Charlo, so I can't say I can't say Jamel because Jamel wouldn't fight his big brother if they had a chance to fight each other. So Tim Zoo. Fuck, who else would I add? That's four people. I got two more
Okay.
spots. Tim Zoo. Fuck. Oh, Ammo. Oh, no. Take off Tim Zoo. Take off Tim Zoo. Ammo Williams, Israel Madrimov,
Mm-hmm.
and Lorenzo Simpson.
Okay. Okay. You ain't playing, man. You going tough, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's a
Yeah. You,
Super Six. It can't be a Super Six, and it would be all easy people. Super Six
yeah. You
gotta
go. You
be
going
tough.
pretty tough. You dare go
Yeah.
so going tough. Okay, so you know what I'm hearing a lot nowadays. With the advent of social media and everything else out there, fighters are saying that it's somewhat harder for them to get their name out there, even though you have so many avenues. So how do you promote yourself? I understand that you
I
have a promoter,
mean,
but
yeah,
but
they want
what
me
do
to.
you do to promote yourself?
I feel like you know, the people nowadays they gravitate more towards the talkers and the loud
Yep, yep, yep,
the
yep.
loud stupidity. So I mean, honestly, I would say I promote myself more of like a Wilder type of guy, like you know what I'm saying, cool. I mean, Wilder does have his moments, but I feel like I would if I were to pick a person, it would be like Wilder. That's how I kind of promote myself.
Okay, he kind of lost me with that because I can't see you saying you want to catch a body. I can't see you twerking. Twerking on the live like
Mm,
that. So yeah. I can't
nah, I
see
ain't
you
doing
saying
no
you want to have
twerking, but definitely I didn't say that I want to catch a body, but
no, 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 no. I'm just saying what Wilder's, that's some of the stuff he said.
yeah, I can see myself saying that, but besides I don't see myself doing none of the twerking and stuff like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, That's what I said. I wouldn't say I do. I'm not gonna say Wilder does have his moments, but deep down and all, he's a very cool, laid back dude. He don't be.
I can see that, man. I just think he's a good
Yeah,
country boy, and somebody gave him some bad advice to act like an ass at times. I just think that was some bad advice. You're six
yeah,
foot seven, and you got a great story background. You don't need to act a fool. You know,
yeah,
the same thing with you. See how you carry yourself. You know, once you get to that top status, that's what's going to keep you there. That and the focus that
yeah.
you have. You know, it ain't the antics and the foolishness that's gonna keep you there, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you take Ali, you know, for all the talking and the crazy stuff he did, he was focused. He was focused. You know, before there was social media, there was Muhammad Ali, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he could talk and talk and talk, but once he got in that ring, it was straight business. And when it came to training, it was straight business. You know, that's when the laughing and everything stopped, right?
Yeah,
And you know, that's how you got to carry yourself if you want to get somewhere. And like I said, I could see you doing some big things in the future, and hopefully, man, you know, you put some life back into 160 because it shouldn't be this dead, but it is.
I
You know,
definitely
it
will.
should not be this dead.
I definitely will.
Yeah, brother, definitely, man. I can see that happening to you. So you know, when you sit down and talk to Brother Prince, man, you know, what are y'all mapping out? Like, say, when you talk to him, what do you see us?
I
Who do you
said
see yourself?
Max
Mhm.
16. I said I want to get a top 15 this year,
Okay.
and I want to get a shot at the title next year. So I mean, obviously, Jenna Beck with top rank. So that's
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10. That's who I'm gonna have to go through.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So, you know, being on top rank, you know, do you find it harder to get fights with other promotional companies, or you know, do y'all
it's
work with
easier.
everybody good? You do?
Top rank is easier. Yeah, to get
Okay.
fights. I'm still a prospect, so I feel like yeah, I'm fighting a lot. I feel like other prospects with other promotions don't get that many fights. Like PBC has long layoffs. Like you remember how I told you they'll fight. They
Hmm.
might have a busy year, then they might get one fight the next year. Then the whole they might miss. They might not fight a whole year after that. Like
Yeah.
when the last time Carlos Adames fought?
I couldn't tell you.
When the last time? Well, he fought last year in June, and what? And it's March already. So I
Yeah.
mean, when the last time Ugas fought? Like Big Charlo, he had a whole 2 year layoff.
Yeah. How
W
did he keep his belt
WBC.
though?
That's what I'm
How did he
saying. I
keep his
don't
belt?
know.
Yeah, brother.
I don't know. That's PBC though. They have real long layoffs. I say top rank, keep their fighters active and just only keep their fighters active. But at the same time, though, when it's a big fight, if it's a big fight between cross promoters, yeah, it's hard to make them matches.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I like about Top Rank? They don't just match you, but they build you when they match you. It's like you start here, then they constantly go up every time they match you. Because if you look at it, all their fighters when they left were pretty much Hall of Famers. Oscar, right?
Oscar,
Floyd,
Floyd, Sugar Ray,
Pacquiao, Crawford,
yeah,
right? All of them were pretty much Hall of Famers, man, because they were matched a certain way, you know.
top
So
rank
so
master
yeah,
fighters. I wouldn't say they master fighters tough, but at the same time, like they know what they're doing because they've been around since the '60s, so they know what they're
uh-huh.
doing. They know how to build a fighter.
Abs-
They know how to build a fighter. They not gonna give you nothing easy, but they give you the right fights at the right time.
and you know that's the key. It ain't easy, but it's tough enough to actually actually where you can learn something from it. You know, and that's the key
Yeah,
to it. That's the key. So you know when you go into the next fight, this dude is gonna be tougher, but but you bring some kind of knowledge in
yeah.
there, right?
You
Which
learn
is the
something from the last fight. Yeah,
which is the way you build a fighter. Which is why Crawford is who he is right now, right? Which is why he is right now. Because we look at you know other promotional
hmm
companies, these dudes will have these big shiny records. Then as soon as they do a cross promotion, they get beat, and you wonder why they're getting beat like that because those
hmm
are setup fights. That's why.
they ain't for nobody. hmm
Exactly. Exactly. Like the names you rattled off to
Yeah,
me, and you know you said yeah you said okay. Now what did you learn in your last fight, brother? You know if you could tell me one thing you learned in your last fight, you know what was it?
I would say start a little slower. You know what I'm saying? Get on your jab. Start a little slower. But I mean, I would say my last fight, I did pretty. My last fight was pretty good. I would say the fight before is where I learned. I learned something from there. The fight before, I got hurt in that fight against Antonio Todd. I
Okay.
got hurt, and you know what I'm saying, I
Talk about
held
that
him.
real quick. Mm-hmm.
First time being hurt in my pro career.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he hurt me in the what sixth, seventh round. It wasn't like bad, but he hurt me. I just held him real quick. You feel me? And you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. I was down about it, but shit, after the fight, my coaches and I was like, shit, what are you mad about? Like, you did the right thing. I seen other fighters get hurt and try to fight out of it and get knocked out. Like, you got hurt and you held the guy. Like, yeah, you're young. You're 10 fights in. That shows like that shows your class. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
but I would say yeah, but I'm just learning to slow things down. You know, I like to get in there and get straight to it. So I would say, that fight
Oh,
taught me
okay.
to, slow
Okay.
things
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Because I came out, I tried to knock Antonio Todd out in the first round. So I came out real fast trying to knock him out. And
That sounds a
he
little
didn't go
personal, brother.
nowhere. So no, it wasn't personal. It wasn't anything personal.
No.
I thought he was easier than what he was. So, I tried to go in there and knock him out. But he he stayed up. He was pretty tough and durable. He stayed up, and you know what I'm saying, the last 4 rounds, I won him clearly, but he gave me a little bit of resistance, and you know what I'm saying, he made me think a little bit. It made it tough for
Okay.
me because
Okay.
I gave him, yeah, I started off too fast, so he already knew what I was gonna do. I say if I came out a little slower, just got on my jab, was on my rhythm and shit like that, I probably would have stopped him. But I came
Okay.
out trying to knock him out, trying to force it.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, you said he dropped you. Give us a little walkthrough of
Nah,
what
he didn't drop
exactly
me. He hurt
happened.
me. He didn't
Oh, he
drop
hurt
me.
you.
He
He
hurt
hurt
me.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't
Okay.
drop
Sorry about
me.
that. I thought you said he dropped you. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, he didn't drop me. He hurt me.
Yeah. Okay. Was it the
But
left hook, the right hand,
it
or
was it
what
was
did
a
he hurt
right
you with?
hand. It was a right hand. It was a right hand.
Okay.
But it wasn't like it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad as if like, oh, he hurt me and then he was chasing me the whole round. He just quick little like 7 seconds, like little flash zone. I just grabbed him. We tangled up a little bit, then the ref broke us up and we was cool again. But it wasn't nothing like, oh, my leg was wobbling or I'm moving around and stuff like that. But it
Okay.
still
Sounds like
was
he just got your attention. Then he sounded like he got your attention pretty much,
he got
right?
my attention. Yeah, yeah, he got
Right.
my attention.
Okay.
But it was still something I learned from it though. And I talked about Matchmaker like a few weeks ago, and he was like, what I'm saying, you were down on yourself because you've been going the distance lately and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But I feel like that fight with Todd, what I'm saying, you needed that fight because that fight got you ready for the Vladimir Hernandez fight. So I
That's
was like,
right.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So you didn't hear the ringing in the ears or nothing after you got hit, did you?
Nah, nah, I ain't
Okay,
hear that.
because you were
Nah.
finding you got caught. You got caught. It was something that you probably didn't see coming because you were rushing, like you were saying. You were trying
Yeah,
too hard
yeah,
to do what you were doing. Okay, okay. Well, you know
yeah.
what, man. The fact that you could assess yourself like that says a lot because you're gonna need that. As you move up in competition.
Hmm.
You're gonna yeah. You're also gonna find that if when you move up and fight the right people, they're not gonna have a lot of the tools that what you have. Some of them are just planted there. You're gonna say to yourself, why was this fight so easy and this dude is ranked so high, right?
Hmm.
That's because they
They
were
didn't get the
planted
fights.
there. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly, exactly. They didn't get the teaching like you getting it right now. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
brother, you in a great spot to do some great things, man. And I can see the next 3 years, man. You'd be like the next man up, like I heard from everybody that I talked to about you. You'd be the next big thing.
Nah, about 3 years, I'm gonna have a title.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna
saying.
have a title about 3 years. I may have two of them, but definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So
But no,
yeah.
I
So
appreciate it.
yeah. So you make sure you get all them titles, man, and make sure you definitely stay in touch with the Troy Graham experience. Like, yeah, I don't know how often you fight, like how often you space your fights out, but you could always come on, the show. You could promote your fights. This could basically be your social media home, brother. That's fine with me.
I got you. I
You know.
got you. And how often you say where you at in the city?
No, no, no. I used to live in Baltimore. I'm in North Carolina
Oh,
right now,
you in North
brother. Yeah.
Carolina now? Okay. All right. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, shit. I do be coming home from time to time. So I was gonna say, just stop by the gym. We can do some little interviews and some
Okay,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. If I was still in B-more, then I would just honestly, it all depends on the time because I could easily just catch the mock train up or I could drive up. But I don't like that traffic, brother. So I would catch the mock train
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and then
no,
I
I
would
feel
just
you.
yeah do a Uber or a Lyft or something like that. Because I used to live in Chillum and all that back in the day, right?
Yeah,
And, and I used to live in Germantown, Maryland as well.
I'm not too fond of Maryland. I'm more
Yeah,
DC and VA, but I'm not too fond of Maryland. Besides like Oxon Hill, Laurel,
yeah.
Hillcrest, and
I've
stuff
been
like
all
that.
out there
Yeah,
too. I've been all out there
yeah.
too. I tell you what, brother, I'm not too fond of driving in friggin' DC. I don't like
Yeah,
driving in there. Yeah.
that's a big little that's a good little drive because my brother used to play for Stevenson, and that's on the on the good side of Baltimore. So we used to drive there like every Saturday to watch his football game. So
Okay.
that's a decent little drive. Yeah, that's a decent
Yeah,
little
it's about
drive. It
45
is.
minutes, really. You're coming from where you coming from. Yeah. It's about
It's more
45 minutes.
traffic. It'd be traffic, so it'd probably be about 2 hours, maybe longer.
Let me tell you, brother, I used to work in Chevy Chase, Maryland, right? I
Yeah.
used to work in Chevy Chase, Maryland, but I lived in Baltimore. So I got off at 5. I tell you what I did. I found a parking lot and read a book for about an hour and a half before I even bothered trying to drive home. You know that?
You say you read a
I just
book?
sat in the parking lot, man, and read a book. I didn't drive home when I got off at 5 o'clock because it make no sense to be fighting that traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to understand at 5 o'clock you're not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. But look, we coming up on it. Almost an hour, man. So if you wanna promote your social media and where people could reach you, go ahead and do that now, man. And we'll just bring it all home.
I got you. I got you. If you want to reach me on Facebook, Troy Isley, and if you want to reach me on Instagram, Megatroy1, and on Twitter, Goat Transformer.
Okay,
And my
okay,
next fight is March 2nd, Verona, New York, on the Raymond Ford card, on ESPN Plus.
okay. Now you ever fought you ever fought at the the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore?
Nah, I fight wherever
No.
Top Rank be at, bro. So yeah, Top
Oh, okay,
Rank
that's right. Yeah,
had
that's
me in
right. You,
Vegas.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You were top rank. You were top rank. Okay, yeah, because I
yeah,
keep tying you in with local stuff because you said you're from DC. That's why. That's why.
yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
We'll get the MGM real soon. We'll sell it out real soon.
Cool. Cool.
It's
But
cool.
yeah, but while you were in DC, you ever trained? You ever trained at the Headbangers?
I trained at every gym. Every gym know who I am.
Okay. Okay.
I train. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
say
I
I
heard.
train at every gym, but I trained at Hill. I mean Hillcrest. That's Sweet J gym. I trained at the Russell gym before. I trained at Headbangers before. They used to come spar back in like 2012, stuff like that when I was up and coming. So I know
Okay.
all the Headbangers fighters know me from when I was young too. So they know me. They watch me
Mm-hmm.
grow into the fighter I am too. So all the Headbangers they know me.
Okay. Cool, brother. That's definitely a blessing, man. And I don't wish you anything but the best, man. I know it took a little time to get on, but I'm definitely glad we got on and got it done.
Yeah, nah, I
Yeah.
apologize about that. I apologize about that. About the
Nah.
yeah, that
Hey,
was I
man.
should have let you know a little bit longer before that, but I was asleep. I had fell asleep.
Hey, brother. It's a part of the business of what I do sometimes. But yeah, but at least you did text me because I've had people just not show up. No, no, no text, no nothing.
Yeah,
They
no,
just
that's not good business. Yeah,
nah.
that's not how you want to do things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to pass around that to the world.
That's right.
The next interviewer might be like, yeah, I did an interview with him. He ain't show up, so no, that's I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Okay. Also, right, Devin Haney father come on this other show that I go to sometime called what's it, his new media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Haney come on all the time. You want me to give him a message?
I mean, Devin
I'll
cool,
see you in
man.
the
He ain't
future
gotta do
here. I'll
all
see you
that.
in the future.
Yeah. Devin cool. Devin cool. He cool too.
Yeah,
Whenever
man.
I see Devin, he say what's up. Whenever I see Bill say what's up.
Okay.
They show me their respect. So and they at
Yeah,
140, so it wouldn't even make no sense to even.
yeah. Because I know he
Yeah,
was he was speaking on something that happened with him and Bernard. Bernard told him to meet him in the bathroom. You know anything about that?
nah,
Yeah, that sound crazy, don't it?
yeah, it sounds real crazy. I'm actually look it up after this. I ain't never
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if you know Samson Promotions. You heard of Samson Promotions, right? Samson's
Samson.
promotion is who has David Benavidez.
Yeah,
Okay, well, Mr. Sampson was out with them, and somebody spit in that dude's face, man, and he lost it. Fans are out of
Samson.
control out here, man. Huh?
Somebody spit in Samson face,
Yeah.
or Samson spit in somebody's face.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
that dude,
Somebody spit.
whoever spit in his face would have been in the hospital.
That's the way I feel about it too. That's something I can't tolerate, man. I'm a tolerable guy, but I'm not. You're not gonna spit on me, you
Yeah,
know. You're not gonna
yeah,
do that, brother.
that's a
Yeah,
sign
but
of
that's why
disrespect.
you. That's why you stay prayed up and you stay positive, man, and you don't have to, you stay away from folks like that, Definitely stay away from folks like that. Now, do you have any other family members that are in the sport or anything like that, or is just you?
Just me.
Just you? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I
my
tell you
little
what,
son
man.
might be in it.
Huh?
I said my little son might be up and coming though. He only two, but
Okay,
he gonna be
okay,
there in a little bit.
okay, okay.
So
Cool,
you might
cool.
hear his name in like 10 years or something like that. Little
What's his
Troy
name?
boxer or something like that. His name Armani.
Okay, okay.
Armani. Yeah,
Yeah, good, man. Good. Well, I tell you what, man. If he's anything like his father, he got a bright future ahead of him, brother. Super bright future ahead of me. So, man, it was definitely a pleasure talking to you, man. And all that. I'm glad we got together and did this, man. So hopefully I'll get you on again, man, because I definitely like to do, put you on a panel with some other fighters and trainers and all that. Y'all could just chop it up about the current affairs and boxing on a whole, because that's what I actually do. I'll have I'll have chop. I have Chop Chop come on. I
I
have
got
different
you.
fighters come on, and we'll just be chopping it up about boxing. We'll definitely be chopping up because
Yeah,
I'm sure you've been to other podcasts and they probably ask the same freaking questions over and over again. I don't know how many times you can answer the same freaking questions. That's why I like to put you on with your peers, right? This way you can
yeah,
have real conversations and you could go from there,
yeah.
and and you could network. You could network. Yeah. If you should talk to Chop, man. I know he got he got some nice sweatsuits that he do, man. You seen the sweatsuits? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who Chop Chop? The sweatsuits, or like what you mean sweatsuits? You talking about
No,
the
no,
funny
no,
stuff he
no,
be
no.
wearing,
Like he
or
has some they're not sweatsuits, they're jogging suits. I'm sorry about that. They're jogging suits, and they're waterproof.
I gotta see him. I ain't seen him.
Matter of fact, I can send you a picture. I'll send you a picture of one of them because like I said, I did a podcast with him the other day, right? So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Matter of fact, you hold on for 1 second for me, all right?
I got you.
Troy. Uh-oh. Hey, Troy. Troy.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, yeah, man. I spoke to Chop. He said he about to go to bed, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm about to head out and get ready. You know, eat my dinner and stuff like that too. So
Okay, brother. Okay. Well, like I said, thank you for coming on. We definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely
no problem.
appreciate it, man. So, you have, I'll send you the link for the show so you can share it so your people can see it and everything like that. All right.
Bet I got you.
All right, brother. And like I said, you got a bright future, man. I hope to see you again in the near future. All right.
Definitely, definitely. I appreciate it. You
All right,
will.
brother. All right, brother. Thank you for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was uh, the super prospect from out of DC who signed with Top Rank, the one Mr. Troy, next man up, Isley, right? I should have came off camera for that one. I'm sorry. I got allergies and stuff, but yeah, yeah. Troy has a serious bright future ahead of him, man. He's very focused. He's with a super team. He's with a real super team, so he's gonna be doing some big things in the future. Remember his name: first name Troy, last name Isley, and he's with the Top Rank. So easy. His initials are Ti, and again, he's named after all Troys are great. So check him out. Go, keeping follow him when he fights and so forth. He's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, Mega Troy. He's on X, as they call it, Twitter. So definitely check that brother out. And I just want to thank everyone that came out to the show. I want to thank those who will be viewing the show and later on the day and sharing it and subscribing. Appreciate you as I build on and as I continue on. Definitely appreciate you. I am going to look for something right now, right? So I could get on up out of here. Because he's like, Troy, you always looking for something. I know, because I gotta have an outro. Gotta have an outro, ladies and gentlemen. I can't just say goodbye. I gotta say goodbye the right way. I'm in a mood. I'm in one of my moods today, so might be something hip hop, but what I say was hip hop. Yeah, let me get back to the hip hop. Might be a little hip hop song, a little mellow hip hop for you. You never know. And you ask yourself, what is mellow hip hop? Hip hop comes in a whole lot of phases. So yeah, I was listening to this one song called Synergy. I forgot the artist's name, but it's called Synergy. So let me just find that for you right quick. And we're gonna bounce off today. Wish everybody a blessed night, right? Where we at with that? Synergy, synergy, synergy. Where you at? Is this it? I believe this is it, ladies and gentlemen. But hold on. Hey, try to love, turn it off, don't know. All I need is see, yeah, gotta leave. See you down the street, now I need therapy. Hey, shit, break away, say please wait. Can't be, said the shit, better be, said the peace. Why you cry? Why you lie? I'm tired, sick of trying. I'm tired, say goodbye. Like a nigga's memories fly. Baby, girl, you know you're doing the most. Your hip been accused for. Oh, baby, we was in time. Oh, baby, got sanitized. Hey. Bless up and big up yourself, one and all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for changing my life, and thank you for keeping me focused, man, as I continue on the Troy Graham experience.